likes a jacket and trousers. Not always a tie, but he likes to be smart. And on occasions he can wear a cap. This is a brown cap, I can see it clearly. He also wore glasses. I would say he's maybe my build, but I don't feel that he's smaller or taller. He's sitting in an armchair, which he said was his armchair. He showed me a cottage, a terrace, but like again in villages, a little terrace cottage, and a dog. Can anybody take this chair? Because what he's describing is an ideal life, really, apart from his headaches, he said. He's indoors over there. A nice little cottage, a nice little garden, out in the countryside. You know, there's a gate, which you can go in and shut behind you. Go into your front door, into your living room. Ideal world. But it's not always like that. He keeps on going on about the headaches. I've got the feeling someone here's been suffering with headaches. He's sitting in the side of the fire, nice, beautiful, open fireplace, flame, proper flames. They've got. So we're going back. I think people still do it. He's saying in them days it was much easier than today. He didn't have a television to worry about or a mobile phone or he said there was conflicts in the country the same as there is today. He said, of course, it's harder today with all the latest equipment they've got in these armies. And he's smiling and saying, well, people say the good old days, he says, compared to today, he says, I don't think they was. He's now taken me to it a lot. Where they grew their own veg. There were not all these rules that you had to feed them with this or feed them with that, or you couldn't grow one box. It's a bit odd. He said it didn't matter how odd it looked, if you could eat it, you ate it. He says today they're so particular about all this stuff, they put stuff in it to make it last longer. Give him the name of Brian. Why have you given me Brian? But Brian was the person on his allotment next to him. They used to talk about what they would grow, what they wouldn't grow. He said, it would be lovely if we could go back to them days. He's not telling me why he's telling you all this, but he's talking about the fight in the wars and he says, as spiritualists, we're supposed to forgive everyone. He said, I'm sorry, he says, as some people you just can't forget. He wants to leave you all this image of what he called a perfect life. One gave your front door. It's such a pity it's not like that for everyone. Some says there's still some. He's trying to give you this image to make you realise that the old days were better, in his opinion, than today. I think what he's trying to say to you is, if there's a child, if you've got a garden, go to your own bench. It's hard work, but it's worth it. So I hope your life's fairly perfect. But it is all right you lead. And that's all we've got to for really. To give you this lovely image of life in the past compared to life today. I don't know why. But that'll be for you to sort out. Bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can't see, but you can bear it. Okay.
My name is John. I would like to carry on from where the last spirit ended. Life in the past did seem better, did seem easier. And when I tell you my story, you will wonder why I think that way. I was in the First World War, the Great War they called it, the war to end all wars. But still, man carries on, fighting, squabbling over land, over possessions, over information, knowledge, and what for? It is us, the young men of this country, and those countries that are involved, that die for old men's pride. I was told that the Germans were coming, the Hun, as they were called, were coming for our women. And as men, we had to stand up and fight and protect our women folk. And these barbarians across the sea. I hadn't long finished school. Well, it didn't seem that long. It was probably 2 years. I didn't do an awful lot in that time. Played football, walked around with my friends. Mom kept telling me to get a job. I had ideas. I wanted to do something different. And then war broke. And I, like so many of my friends, where I lived joined up. We were proud to march off in our uniforms to protect our families, our women folk, our children, and our country. We didn't think it was going to last very long. I thought a few battles, a few skirmishes, that would be it, all done. We really did think that the Germans would run away, but they didn't. They were equally fired up and proud, and they fought like lions. I saw such terrible things. No one should ever see what we saw. You'd be talking to someone, and then they would go quiet, and you'd look again, and they had a bullet through their head. You'd only been talking about their girl at home a few seconds before. Him longing to get back to her, showing his picture of his beautiful girl, talking of his plans for life. And here it was gone. So many of my friends died in the first wave. Some died in the sun. I survived that. I don't know how. I don't think my mind survived it, but my body survived. Oh gosh. They were just bodies, body parts. And the animals, the horses, they didn't ask to go. And there they lay, in the mud alongside all of us. Oh, so futile it all was. Such a waste of life and young life. And what for? We did it for our country, for our families, so they would be proud of us for what we did. That we didn't shy away from this challenge, this battle. We had to win it if we were to live in freedom. We were told we were doing it for our families and for our future families, that they may live in freedom and be able to speak their minds. And then the day came. We went over the top. It was horrific. You never saw the bullet that was coming for you. Oh. I took a bullet to the chest and then the leg. Yet I still tried to crawl. But I knew it was pointless. I was going to lie there in the bed. But then, oh gosh, I saw Jimmy, my best pal, and he held out his hand to me and beckoned me to go with him. Oh, I didn't know I was dead. I just thought I must have been mistaken, that he wasn't dead. But I went with him, and I looked back. Where there had been life, there was just death and silence. So sad. So sad that we never got home again. To our families, to our girls. and to live the life we should have lived. Yet man carries on, committing this crime. It was a crime. Oh, what for? Can you not live in peace? You may have disagreements, but please find peace amongst yourselves, between your nations. Too many have gone before you. They gave their lives for you. But I don't wish to dwell on that. I just wanted you to know my story. I want you to know that even though I was barely 17 when I died, I have lived a life in spirit. And what a life it has been. I have been given duties to do, things to progress in my own journey, that I may come back once again if I choose, or that I may become a spirit guide and help you on this earth to see the error of your ways. I am not talking about you as this group, because I know your hearts are gold and they are beautiful and they shine forth in this world. It is the people that perhaps you know, or in your street or in your communities, that you may shine your beautiful light upon and lighten their darkened hearts. Show them there is a different way to live their lives. We may not all come from the same place, but we do. We are all humanity. We are all meant to care for one another, to love one another, to support and guide each other, and to hold each other as your lives progress. And at a time when they come to end, that soul does not die alone, that their hand is held by someone here, and then is taken by a spirit, and taken to this beautiful world I now live in. It is one of light and love and beauty. None of you must ever be afraid when your time comes to step across that veil. You already have knowledge that so many do not have. And I know that many of you, although not wishing to take your time, will wish to take their time before they come. You will not be afraid, because you will be returning back to your wonderful family of spirit, and you will be welcomed, and you will be loved. So please, will you heed what I say? Use your words wisely. Speak kindly in a loving manner to anybody that comes your path, because they have come across your path for a reason. You may not know it instantly why, but spend some time and just think if we will put the information into your minds before you've been asked to help them. So many in your world are so lost at this time. They have no connections. The family bonds have been broken. So we must all endeavour to reach out to those people and to embrace them and to love them and show them there is a better life. I will leave you with these words now, and thank you for listening to me.
Thank you, John, for your story and for your wonderful words.
Absolutely.
It goes tinny, doesn't it?
That was very
Tense.
Mm.
Gosh.
What do you think it was? I know you gave the name
I know
John.
it was a
It's
young man, but he was a very old soul as well.
Yes.
The vibration I've got going through me at the minute, so intense.
Yes. I can feel you sitting next to you here.
Oh,
You know, Tanya, you could see a bit of overshadow because I could see a baby face
really?
and
Yeah.
their hair, but his hat.
Oh, really?
Like a
Gosh.
ball. But very, very baby face, yeah.
Wow.
I don't think he'd even start shaving.
I knew he was young. I knew he was young.
It was 17. 17.
But he was 17 when he passed, but he'd already gone through, survived the sun, the first part of the sun, which was 1915. wasn't it?
Yes. It was almost as if you could smell the mud
Mm.
that they fell in when they were shot. His best friend Jimmy was shot in the head.
Yeah.
And the animals, the horses,
Yeah.
just heart-wrenching. So it's if we were there, seeing it with him.
He was very descriptive. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
Just don't know, do you?
No, I didn't know it was going to come through, but I didn't think it was going to happen.
Has he come through before?
I don't know.
No, I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
But you do get, you're open, Sam, so you get different people come through quite often, so, with their stories, which is lovely.
It is, isn't it? To hear their side. I've actually gone through it.
It felt very, very deep and very sort of dark, and then there was this lightness that sort of came over
Yeah.
me, and I felt, oh, I feel like I can breathe a bit now.
That was when he starts talking then from how he sees things out in the spirit world.
Oh, right.
What comes through.
Oh, gosh. God, if he was only 17 and went through that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of them did, didn't they?
They did.
That was the age, wasn't it? When they had to go. Yeah.
Mm. And his best mate was with, because he was obviously in one of the French battalions or something, whatever they're called. Because they all joined up together, and it sounds like saying stay together.
And has a man learned? No, not a jot.
I think that's what they're trying to tell us, that we haven't learned.
And that's what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know,